All right, ladies and gentlemen, my people, how una dey? Special greetings to all of my YouTube subscribers. How una dey today? Now Chelsea matter dey always carry me come first thing every day. You get my point? Although I know say I'm a little bit late today, but you better say I late. Pass say make I no come at all. You get my point now? So help me tap that like button before we even start. Tap the like button. You wey dey watch me now. That your own like button, e dey important pass any other like. So you are my VIP. Please tap the like button because 10k people go watch, only 900 people go like. Abeg, you no go where now. Please tap the like button and comment one or two. Now let us get into the matter proper. This morning, onto the first breaking news, wey be good news, wey be say e reach us this morning. UEFA have now successfully approved Chelsea squad list that was submitted yesterday. It is no longer a news. Chelsea submit 23 men squad list yesterday, and you know the list, we are still coming back to the list, but the one wey dey important pass na be say UEFA this morning have now gone through Chelsea financial book, and they can now accredit it that Chelsea have followed the rules, their PSR rules, bumper to bumper. Remember say I tell una that time say Chelsea cannot spend more than 20 million pounds. Anything will make Chelsea spend more than 20 million pounds, they have to buy players that will make the balance remain around 20. And I still stand, the overall money we say Chelsea even spend this season from the players we say we sell, we have 4 million pounds extra. So UEFA have now confirming that Chelsea has followed their rule bumper to bumper. So our squad has now been approved and accredited by UEFA. Praise the Lord. Now let us get into the squad list. The squad that was submitted yesterday. All of our players were involved, excluding only Facundo Buonanotte, and excluding all those ones, maybe say they are out of the project. Facundo Buonanotte is the only name that is not eligible, that will not be eligible to play in the UEFA competition that is coming. Tyreek George name does not also appear. Acheampong name did not appear, and Romeo Lavia name did not appear. But these three people are still going to play. If they are fit, they are still going to play. Reason being that they are part of the B list that Chelsea are going to be submitting. And the B list consists of homegrown players that are below 21, that have already played for the club more than 2 years. And Tyreek George and Acheampong, they've been at the club all of their life. Romeo Lavia now has now played for Chelsea more than 2 years, so he's now eligible to also be on that list because his age fall around that range. So that is that about that. And for Facundo Buonanotte, a lot of people have been asking why the Chelsea did not register the guy. You see, me, I'm not going to fault them for not registering the guy. You go remember, I say they just collect the guy on a straight loan, not loan with option, not loan with obligation, not loan with anything. Now just straight loan, and they just collect the guy. And I believe that by January, because by January there's going to be 3 more slots that every club can add to that their UEFA list. I believe by January Chelsea are going to include Facundo Buonanotte, but Chelsea want to see what this guy is going to bring to the table. We have to know, what are you coming to, what are you offering? And I don't talk am before, say one name to observe, to follow this season, to take note of is that boy, Facundo Buonanotte. Now, this is now the time for that guy to prove himself right, that he deserves to be on that list. This is his time now. So, I'm not seeing it as a big deal. Let the guy be playing in the Premier League for now. At least when we get to knockout stage, they will put the guy name there. And that does not mean by the end of, because I don't see people talking about the fact that when they were interviewing the guy said his dream is to play at the UEFA Champions League. Calm down. He's going to play. He go play. Mona, relax. Anyway, that is that about that. Let me know what you think about Facundo Buonanotte being excluded in the list. Now, moving on now to Ben Chilwell. Yesterday, Ben Chilwell dropped an emotional goodbye, post on his Instagram page. And now I can't feel like say actually Ben Chilwell is part of our legend. If we are saying we should start picking club legend, Ben Chilwell is part of our success record, bro. Chilwell no dey the level of Raheem Sterling. Chilwell is part of our success record. So I feel like Chelsea should have even given Ben Chilwell the opportunity to attend come to Stamford Bridge and be the proper farewell to the fans. Because I was watching what the guy posted on his Instagram page yesterday. I was watching the video. He said he has been through ups and downs together with this club, with some of his friends. And, I even saw a lot of players posting him. Chukwuemeka posted him. Chukwuemeka, we don't come out for Chelsea, posted him. Rhys James posted him. Chalobah posted him. All of them. You suppose don't know like that. Say this guy is a real gem in the squad. Now, let's flash back our mind at when we won the Champions League. Ben Chilwell played a vital role. The only reason why Ben Chilwell is now out of our project seems like, you know, the new Enzo Maresca style now is now an inverting style. And Ben Chilwell cannot be inverting. Baba don't old. Baba no fit run that kind of run again. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why Chelsea even sent him to Strasbourg. Because they feel like this guy is still useful. He can still be useful for, if not for Chelsea, but for Strasbourg. And you know, I saw the emotional message that Ben Chilwell dropped yesterday. He said he has gone through some bad injuries for this club. He said he lost his dad during the process of that his injury period. I mean, and at the end of the day, Chelsea ended up winning the Champions League. That was a very, very good memory for him. It was like a payback time for him, that all of his stress, all of the injury, all of his father's death did not go, you know, something like that. I just feel like Chelsea should have given Ben Chilwell an opportunity to be at the Stamford Bridge and say a proper goodbye to the fans. But anyway, he don't be as he go be. Anyway, let's leave Ben Chilwell matter. All the best to him. Moving on to his brother now, Raheem Sterling. This one don't turn himself to Alpha and Omega for the club. Anyway, report reaching us from Football Insider now says that Chelsea are now planning to pay off Raheem Sterling a sum of £10 million and terminate the guy contract. Honestly speaking, immediately I first see this thing, the first thing that came to my mind is, no, don't terminate his contract. Let him remain there. Let him remain on the bench there. Make his career go down. His career will just go down like Danny Drinkwater. Make it go down complete. In fact, maybe they don't even show interest if they won't loan him again. But in the interest of the club, they have to terminate the contract of Raheem Sterling. And now, it's going to pay Chelsea if Chelsea do this. Because what we are hearing right now is that Chelsea are trying to, you know, convince him to accept a £10 million payoff so that they can terminate the contract. If Chelsea get this thing done successfully, that means he must have saved Chelsea £6 million. Actually, £6.9 million, because Raheem Sterling salary per annual is 16 million. So if they can pay the guy 10 million for the guy to just become a free agent to go anywhere he like, you know, he can continue at any club he wants. He will become a free agent automatically and go and start sorting out his life. Chelsea will save a sum of 6.9. That's almost £7 million is what Chelsea are going to be saving. I think this is a very, very good idea. If it were to be left to me, I foresee they do a strong thing. But I think this is a very good idea. Let them pay him off. Let him find his square root. May just come out for the in fact, it cause heat for us. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. But I just really wish Chelsea can just close eye and pay him till in career go down. Nobody go talk about time again. Now that time I go clear. But anyway, in the best interest of the club, let them just pay him off and let him just find the square root. Let me know what you guys think about this matter. Now, on a final note, now I want to say something about Joao Pedro. Because Joao Pedro, you know, say they don't go international break, and you know, the guy was in an interview. He said a lot of things. He said some things about Kopama, about, you know, the chemistry between himself and Kopama. But two things that Joao Pedro said that caught my attention. Number one, he said something about Enzo Maresca. He said he said the first time he traveled down to USA to where Chelsea squad did at the FIFA Club World Cup, he said Enzo Maresca looked straight into his eyes and tell him that, guy, I want you to play for me as number 9. And he said he loved that about Enzo Maresca. And he said one other thing he loved about Enzo Maresca is that Enzo Maresca during the training section gives him feedback. Enzo Maresca will tell him, Joao, you need to be more clinical when it comes to this angle, when it comes to this aspect, when it comes to the, you know, Enzo Maresca is a working coach. He's not just a coach that will just stand and put whistle on his neck and just be blowing with belly, you know, all those kind of things. Enzo Maresca is a working coach. You can see Enzo Maresca sometimes playing with the boys, alongside with the boys. You go, Baba go wear shorts, you go to say himself na player. He's a working coach. That's one thing I love about him. And Joao Pedro is now saying that Enzo Maresca gives him feedback from time to time. And he loved that about Enzo Maresca, that he loves coach that gives feedback. It will allow you to know where you stand as of this moment. That's a very, very good one from Enzo Maresca. Shout out to him. All of our boys, actually, they are always full of praise for Enzo Maresca for the way the Baba has always handled things. When it comes to tactics and, you know, reality, the Baba he go put out for your body. Anyway, that's about Enzo Maresca. And the second thing that Joao Pedro said now that caught my attention, it is all about Estevao Willian. Trust me, as I hear this one, I just laugh. He said Estevao Willian is a very, very talented player and is very natural. He's from the street of Brazil. He said one day, Tosin looked up to him, Tosin called him, Tosin told him that, Joao, you see this your guy, this Estevao Willian, your guy, is very special. At 18, already being a starter at Chelsea and already playing for Brazil at 18. He said Tosin told him that Estevao Willian is going to become the next Vinny Jr. However, I mean, I don't even want me to compare the boy with anybody. But I mean, this boy is a big prospect, huge prospect, for goodness sake. At 18, doing all these kind of things. Look at the way he look at the way he polashed Kevin Bassey in our last game against Fulham. But this have tell Bassey don't be hold down. Bassey come social media to come say, oh boy, he cook me. Oh. I mean, that's something incredible. And shout out to Chelsea board for getting this guy young. Imagine say they no go buy Estevao Willian that time. Eventually, a big club will have actually gone for him. By now, he would have been playing at the biggest stage because that guy is that good. Anyway, one other thing that the guy said, I've said this earlier, he talked about his chemistry and how good Cole Palmer was. We don't need to start saying how good Cole Palmer is. Everybody knows that Cole Palmer is a big game player. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to see how far this level. Please, if you never like, tap the like button. Subscribe on my channel, and I'll see you guys later.